This is Tarangire National Park, a home to one of the largest concentration of elephants in East Africa. But what makes this sanctuary so unique, drawing thousands of these gentle giants to its plain? The answer lies in the river that runs through its heart. Tarangire National Park, a land of untamed beauty and the ancient rhythm, where nature weaves a story of resilience and harmony. Nested in the heart of Tanzania, this sprawling wilderness is renowned for its towering baobab trees, the lifeline of the ecosystem, and its dense elephant population, the largest in the country. Here, wildlife thrives in dramatic abundance, from the graceful impala grazing under the midday sun to the stealthy leopard lurking in the shadow. This place where the whisper of the nature echo through the century, a century where humans, animals, and the environment are inextricably linked. In the heart of the Tarangire National Park, the elephant's trunk is not just a nose, it is a versatile tool, from sensing danger to plucking fruits. It is an indispensable asset, especially for the young ones under the watchful eyes of their matriarch. The matriarch, the oldest and wisest female, leads the family with unmatched knowledge of their water source and safe path. Her role is crucial, especially during the dry season, when resources are scarce. Tarangire's tall grass drives small herbivores like zebras and wildebeests to migrate in search of shorter grasslands. Only the towering giants, elephants and giraffes, remain thriving on the abundance of foliage. A baby elephant feeds on its mother's milk several times a day, requiring close nutrients for the first 2 years of his life. The lifeblood of the park is the Tarangire River, sustaining both the elephants and the ecosystem around them. Cattle egrets follow closely, feeding on the insects steady by the elephant's massive feet. Each day, a full-grown elephant consumes up to 300 pounds of food and drinks up to 50 gallons of water, an impressive feat for an animal weighing over 12,000 pounds. The wrinkled skin helps retain moisture, while tusks are essential for digging, stripping back, and even self-defense. In a large group, elephants find safety and companionship. Young ones often engage in playful sparring, honing skills for adulthood. Despite their immense size, elephants are calm and deliberate, often seeking shade under the iconic baobab tree. This tree, vital to Tarangire, provide not just food but water stored in its trunk during dry spell. Baboons thrive here, maintain strong social bond through grooming. Mothers care for their teeny infants with tenderness, ensuring the next generation thrives. With their prehensile tongue, giraffes strip leaves from acacia trees, immune to the sharp thorns. The Tarangire River provides them with essential hydration. Termite mounds serve as lookout posts and microecosystem. Egyptian geese fearlessly protected their young, even employing destruction tactics to ward off predators. Sonic grouse parents soak their breast feathers to carry water back to their chicks, an extraordinary adaptation for survivors in Tarangire's arid regions. In Tarangire, every tree, river, and animal plays a role in the intricate web of life. Here, nature is a story unfold, timeless and enduring, a sanctuary for the wild. Tarangire National Park, a haven where giants roam and the life thrive remind us of the beauty and fragility of our natural world.
She has not eaten for months. In the frozen wilderness of the Arctic, where temperatures plummet and the winds howl relentlessly, a solitary giant roams, the polar bear, a supreme predator, an icon of survival, and the ruler of the ice. This is the story of its life, its challenges, and the extraordinary adaptations that allow it to thrive in one of the harshest environments on Earth. Every year, during the depths of winter, polar bear mothers give birth in the safety of snow dens. These dens provide warmth and protection, shielding the newborns from the deadly cold. Born blind and helpless, the cubs rely entirely on their mother's warmth and rich milk. She has not eaten for months, but her fat reserves sustain both her and her offspring. With the arrival of spring, the mother leads her cubs onto the sea ice, where they will learn the skills crucial for survival. For adult males, life is a constant search for food. The key to survival, the ice. This frozen landscape is where they hunt, rest, and breed, but it is always changing. Seals are the polar bear's primary prey. These intelligent mammals use breathing holes in the ice to surface, making them a difficult but necessary target. Patience, precision, and raw power. When the moment is right, the polar bear strikes with lightning speed. single seal can sustain a polar bear for days. Every calorie is crucial, as fasting periods can last for months when the ice retreats. Adaptations are remarkable. Thick fur insulates against the cold, black skin absorbs heat, and a thick layer of blubber provides buoyancy and warmth in freezing waters. But life is becoming increasingly difficult. Rising temperatures mean shrinking ice, longer swims, and fewer hunting opportunities. Many bears now face starvation. Yet against the odds, they persist. With resilience, intelligence, and instincts honed over thousands of years, polar bears continue to fight for survival in a rapidly changing world. The Arctic remains their home. Their future, however, hangs in the balance. Will these kings of the ice continue to rule, or will their world disappear beneath the waves?
For centuries, sailors have whispered tales of an unimaginable horror lurking beneath the waves, a beast of nightmares, a phantom of the deep. They called it the Kraken. Hidden in the crushing depths where no light reaches, this colossal cephalopod remains unseen until hunger calls. It begins with a ripple, a disturbance that shatters the stillness of the ocean. The crew senses something, but it is already too late. Like a nightmare come to life, the Kraken strikes with terrifying speed. Its limbs, each as thick as an ancient tree, coil around the ship, crushing wood and steel as if they were paper. With an earth-shaking roar, the sea itself seems to open, swallowing its victim whole. No cries remain, no trace survives, only silence, and the endless, indifferent ocean legends tell of survivors, broken and raving, claiming they glimpsed the beast's eye, an abyss of knowing and hunger. But the Kraken does not seek recognition. It does not seek vengeance. It simply waits. From the sunlit shallows to the darkest depths, the ocean is alive with rhythm and harmony, a symphony of life that has played for millions of years. But as we marvel at its wonders, we must also become its guardians, for the ocean's song must never fade. Beyond the reach of sunlight lies the abyss, a world of eternal darkness, where survival has birthed strange and wondrous adaptations. Here, creatures create their own light, illuminating the black void in ghostly hues. Every flash, every pulse is a signal, a message in the language of the deep. The coral reef is the heartbeat of the shallow ocean, a metropolis of dazzling colors and ceaseless movement. Home to thousands of species, each creature plays a role in this delicate, interwoven tapestry of life. But even here, survival is a game of strategy. Predators lurk in the crevices, while camouflage and deception become tools of survival. Away from the coral reefs, in the deep blue wilderness, life moves on a grander scale. This is a realm where endurance is key and where speed and power dictate survival. Among the largest inhabitants here is the magnificent whale shark, the gentle giant of the sea. Despite its immense size, it feeds on the tiniest creatures, filtering plankton through its cavernous mouth. Beneath the shimmering surface of the open ocean lies a world vast and untamed, a place where giants roam, and life moves to the rhythm of the tides. Our journey begins with one of the ocean's most spectacular performers, the humpback whale. Humpback whales, known for their mesmerizing songs, use sound to navigate, communicate, and perhaps to express the poetry of the deep. These gentle giants undertake one of the longest migrations on Earth, traveling over 5,000 miles from feeding grounds to tropical breeding waters.